stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'm gonna stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right.
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guidon.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your normal warrior task and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action. The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio. Action Badge.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
On the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence, this 8 September, the year of St. Javelin 2022. This is Sergeant's Time. I'm your host. In the gunner seat, I got the Spanky.
Hey, y'all.
Yay. All right. Yeah. Whoa. Let's go.
I just got caught up on.
I was like, what the hell's going on in the chats? Henry, you okay, man? Yes, we'll break the news. Fuck, the Queen died. Anyways, what's up, Shane? Dude, what are you talking about, man? What kind of QAnon bullshit are you throwing in the chats? What's happening, Henry?
He wants to know if you even served.
Have I even served?
I
Oh
know.
my God.
Have we served?
No. Damn, dude. God.
Someone touched his butthole.
Yeah,
I know, that's
someone
it.
touched something. Something touched something.
Oh my God, he's upset about the NDSM.
Is the what? He's the what?
He's upset about the NDSM. Like you're not going to get that anymore.
Oh.
The National Defense Service Medal one.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Henry,
Yes.
you're not gonna get the NDSM. You're not gonna get the National Defense Service Medal. You know, me and Spanky have a star on ours. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that we're old.
I know.
Damn, he's saying I didn't serve. Spanky, how dare you have me on this podcast?
I got a star on my NDSM.
Yeah. What's up with that shit? Damn, you fucking, what the fuck you coming off? Man, Henry's.
I just got back.
Yeah,
I've been gone for months, and I come into McStuffin.
Yeah,
like, you know.
I come into McStuffin. Doc McStuffins? McDuffin? God dang, dude. The fuck's wrong with you, Henry? Why are you dissing us on here? We just got back. We're ready to talk about Thursday, and you're dropping shit about Trump and Oath Keepers and all this other shit. What the fuck you talking about, man? Fuck, bro.
Chill, dude.
Just chill, dude.
I know you can hear us. That's like the point of this.
Right. You're supposed to hear. Yes, and that's why we engage. See, that's one thing about WTF Nation Radio, US Army, WTF Moments, we do our podcast. We engage with the audience. You know how everybody has specific points and they just go blah, 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 blah. And then just like, you know, I ever have specific talking points and they just go by that. We engage the audience. Exactly that, Musa. Holy shit. Some Oath Keeper made a post. Oh, it wasn't against me. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, context, homie.
Yeah,
I needed a little.
Yeah, I was like, wait, because we suspended for a couple of 15-minute segments on the Monday.
We didn't, violate Henry's feelings right now.
Yeah, somebody pissed off Henry in the chat. So whoever better press it because Henry can go up. Damn. So you're talking about the 38,000 members of the Oath Keepers that list has been released, and I can't wait to see who's on it. I can't wait. So
what did I miss?
So apparently, well, it's okay, Henry. Okay, cool, man. All right, pump. Okay, I'm pumped. Brakes are pumped. I was about ready to execute Order 66. Real quick, the Queen died. If you guys didn't know, whatever, Queen Elizabeth has died. So. I think we're gonna do a post because she was a veteran of World War II and worked on vehicles and shit. So she did she busted some caps. Hey, I don't follow the fucking the drama of the royals.
Oh, I do. Well, so if y'all want to get with me offline, I know all the history.
Yeah.
Back to William the Conqueror. Well, let's do this.
Well, I'm just talking about sometimes it's not needed to get. I mean, last time I checked, we fucking fought for our independence from this fucking country. So that's like kind of like, you know what I mean? So I just kind of like, yeah, exactly that. So Betty White, Bay Arthur, Queen Elizabeth, they're a gangsta. They fucking did shit in World War II. So
she was trained as a driver and a mechanic. I'm just answering a question in the chats.
Yeah, and so she also, so now. It's now Prince Charles has now have been ascended to the throne. Is Prince or is King Charles? That sounds crazy to say that, King Charles.
It is, and King Charles III.
Is it the third?
So yeah, he could have picked like any name. I think that's the cool thing. Like, I fucking hate this name. I want a new one.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm gonna
exactly.
King.
Have you seen Betty White, man? Yeah, Betty White's a boss, man. She's gangster. I mean, this is sort of kind of Swords Time-ish. She was gangster. Her and Bay Arthur. Oh man, they were. Everyone was like, "Oh, Ice, how come you have like you talk about these old women? Old women, they're freaking icons. They're like, have you seen them when they're young? Oh, loaded.
Yeah.
Queens. Ooh, loaded.
I mean, this one literally.
yeah, this one literally has a queen, but yeah, they were hot when they were younger. Good looking old ladies. So yes, exactly that, Rusty. Freaking Betty White is a true queen. she's America's queen. How about that? You know what I mean?
I was literally talking to my kid about this today, with Queen Elizabeth passing. I was like, she is older than my grandmother. She is literally only like 5 years younger than my great grandfather. I was like, this is how long this woman had been on this earth. It's just, that's the way I'm like wrapping my head around it. Not just Queen Elizabeth, but Betty White the same. It's just like, oh my God, these people have been on this earth. I mean, before I was allowed to get a credit card,
Right. Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, kind of paved the fucking way. You know what I mean? When it came to that. So again, I don't. The insides between the princes and Prince Philip and the one that was with Epstein, and then the one that married Meghan Markle, and then the other one that with Kate Middleton. I mean, I'm not saying that I keep up with the royals, but you throw it in my face. That's how I know all these fucking names. So
yeah.
Well,
Henry was the spare. He's the one that's married to Meghan Markle. That's why they let him go to Afghanistan. He wasn't the heir. He was the spare.
He was the spare. So everyone was like, come back. I again, only because you're the one that keeps me on the ups. With the because for you guys don't know in the audience that anytime something happens in the royal family, me and Spanky do talk offline and whatever for future shows or events, and then part of our chit chat she'll say, hey, did you hear about the Queen? Did you hear about Meghan Markle? And then I have to hear the whole fucking thing. So
yes,
yeah. So
y'all
Harry,
are lucky. I'm not going to subject y'all to this.
Well, no,
I
got that. Well, see that. Well, let's go back on the vet thing too, because wasn't it Harry was the one that was an Apache pilot in Afghanistan?
Yeah,
and it was heavily involved in soft wounded warriors and wounded warriors with the Invictus Games. So he literally, it's kind of like you can't trash on the guy because he's doing good shit for us. You know what I mean? He's not. You can't trash on him. I can't trash on him because he's a veteran and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. Again, I can't pick. Let me see how can I say this? It's going to piss everybody else off because right now everyone's real sensitive. I don't give a shit about your personal life. If you did some shit, you know what I mean, and
right, and
you're doing good, you're supporting veterans, and you're foreign, like you're again, we fucking fought a war for independence for these people. What do you mean, you people? These people. Anyways, I feel that I don't give them much shit. I don't. Reason why is exactly for that reason. They supported the veteran community, and all that. Now the personal life, interpersonal, who's fucking who. What cousins are what of the throne to become the the rightful heir, then yeah, or like I said with Meghan Markle and all that. As soon as you say something about Meghan Markle, everyone flips the fuck out anyway. So,
right,
it's not like
right, like them, Henry and their kids. Like Henry barely had a chance to be at the throne before William had a bunch of kids. So.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, then of course I will say for the difference. Of the royal family, then you have Camilla, and then you have Ferguson. So you have all the. Yes. I'm going through my briefing that you have given me.
Yes. Well, Sarah Ferguson was married to the Epstein one.
Yeah, was it the Epstein one? Yeah, okay, yeah. So the Epstein one. Yeah. So that's the one we all know as. That's the one we know that as the Epstein one. Because Epstein didn't kill himself. Again, I don't know why everyone's like to say everyone likes to dance around that topic. This is Sarge's time, of course, but. Anyway, so that's the deal with the Queen. So she passed today. She was 96 years old. So it's she lived a full life. That's everyone. Death is a great.
It looked like 2 lives.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like probably 3 lives because everyone. Death is an equalizer. Everyone's gonna die no matter what. Even when I tried, I kept coming back. But I don't. That all interpersonal stuff. Hey, I just get over it. She's a head of state. I don't really think she really had a beef with us, anyways. Militarily, she was pretty supportive of all the conflicts that we went to. So, but,
I mean, yeah, we've been on the same side during her whole reign.
Yeah, her whole reign, 70 years.
It wasn't like her tea we threw in the harbor.
Yeah, exactly. He was killed. Trump and Clinton both involved, but that's not my place to say. We talking about Epstein. Hey, man, any conspiracy theory right now could come true. So preach it, Henry. I say the same thing. So we don't. Who's the queen now? Who do we consider the queen now? It's like Queen Bee, Beyonce. Exactly.
Oh, the Beehive's gonna come on.
Ooh,
y'all start talking
Beyonce.
about her
I don't want Jay-Z to fucking come after me and saying that I'm complimenting Beyonce. Beyonce. Woo woo. Anyways, so what we can talk about? Oh yeah. So aside that, again, I don't know what to say. I guess our respects to Britain, to the UK, on the loss of the Queen. So there you go. I don't have no skin in the fight in this. You know what I mean? I don't get wrapped around the axle and all this other shit. So it's not really worth getting involved or getting up personal. It's almost like a big drama thing on fucking Twitter or something like that, or a Facebook spouses group. You know what I mean? I wonder if there's a Facebook royal spouses group. You know what I mean? Like all the royal I wonder what the military. I wonder what our affiliated partner up in the UK, Fill Your Boots. I wonder what they're saying about it right now.
Oh, I haven't even checked on them.
Yeah, I haven't seen
check on our
limey friends,
royal armies and stuff over there.
Yeah. Because Fill Your Boots is a British United Kingdom royal. It's a Royal Army Air Force. I think more Royal Army than. Anyways, it's more of a British version of U.S. Army WTF moments. Great group of blokes. I gotta say mates, blokes. I don't want to fuck up a British accent right now because I don't want people to get upset. So it's Fill Your Boots, and they're out of they have Fill Your Boots RAF. They have a Fill Your Boots UK specific. So Jesus Henry, you talk too much. Damn. oh, Jesus Henry. I thought you were so like. Oh. I thought like Jesus H. Christ because that's his middle name, Henry, right? Jesus,
right.
Jesus Henry Christ. I thought you were talking about me, Cameron. My bad. Jesus Henry Christ. You talk too much. Anyways. Oh man. So are you? Wait a minute. Are you a limey? He's throwing up all these freaking British.
We are
terms.
all limeys over here.
Yeah. I'm about to say. I thought we're. I am. Oh now. Oh. We got a badass. Fucking Henry is Jesus. Anyhow, so that's breaking news currently right now, and of course, if you go to all social medias, people are freaking the fuck out, and there you go. I don't know what to say. It's like
no, I'm just laughing at Bacon. Keith Richards will be next to king he'll be the next king.
He'll be the next. It's like that, exactly that.
Oh man, Freddie Mercury is next in line after him, I guess.
There's a meme out there that says the Queen. It says Queen died. Who? Queen. No, the whole fucking band. Which part of the band died? You know what I mean? So
right.
I heard that joke already being busted out. So with that, I guess we can go ahead and go on a Sorrent's time with some sergeanting and some discussions of sergeanting. There was a article from Task and Purpose that kind of went back further a little bit, and there's a story. I mean, Army Times, Task and Purpose. I guess now those foreign foot march badges aren't going to happen now. Those if you fucking can't do the Nijmegen joints.
Read a little bit about that.
Yeah, there's some rabbling about that the Army is now cracking down on foreign foot march badges, which sparking backlash, of course. But if you go armysoft.com, you get foreign wings. Foreign wings are better.
I didn't get foreign wings. I did get the.
But did you do a march? I remember you doing a
yes,
march.
I have the. Oh gosh, what is it called? We call it the GEB, the German something badge. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. Not just the ruck market.
It was the German
swim and high jump.
Yes, that's right. It was the German
qualify on a 9mm.
Yeah, the Armed Forces badge of service proficiency. That's the.
Yes, that's
that
the one.
And then
that's the one.
And then and then you have fucking what's the other one? And then you have the Schützenschnur, the Schützenschitz. That's what my soldiers used to call them.
I don't have that one.
So they anyway. So the badge of service proficiency, that's a smoker. You got to do ruck, like you said, swim, shoot. It's almost like doing the ACFT on steroids.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you now, if you guys ever want to do that, it's the swim that got everybody out.
Yes, exactly.
There was only 5 of us. Our whole SLC class started. Only 5 of us got the badge.
Oh wow! Oh, shit.
Because the swim.
Yeah.
And they laughed at me because I'm like, yeah, you guys, every single one of them outran me, and I was
but you ruck though.
Y'all can't swim.
Yeah, y'all can't swim, or y'all can't ruck either. Because I know you.
Yeah, I could ruck.
I know
I didn't have a problem with that part, but
you're very
the swim is literally, and the people that pass the swim were the only ones that rucked because, they weren't going to make everybody else go out there. You're not getting a badge anyway.
Right.
So there was just 5 of us on the ruck march, and none of us had a problem with that part. That's the stuff we've been doing our whole careers.
Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. Some of the stuff we've been doing already. So, no, I saw that stuff, and it was like, oh, shit, fucking. So you can't do that. It's the Nijmegen, right? It's the commemorative Nijmegen one, right? That's the one where you do this everyone is how do I say this? It's a march to memorialize Nijmegen, and so everyone just called it the Nijmegen March, and then and then
had some friends that did that.
Yeah, I mean, I had some soldiers that did that too, and they freaking whatever. Human Resources Command, of course. I got the article up, which is why I'm like blinding right now because the Army Times doesn't use dark mode. The Die Kirche Medal, which commemorates the 14th century Luxembourg king, is awarded to those who complete the at least 12-foot-mile march, with different degrees of the award and devices available who push farther. Here, hang on, Alex. I'm going to bust my friend out on it right on air. Hang on, watch this. Hey, hello? Hey, I'm on air right now, so everybody, you got thousands of people are listening right now, so talk to you later.
Hello.
All right, talk to you later. Later, bud. Oh, man, sorry. I did some stuff before I went on air. That's got everybody like, oh, I can't believe you did this. Yeah, I did. I did something. I emailed an entire command. Anyways, so it's awarded to those complete at least a 12.4 mile march with different degrees of the award. Traditionally, march occurs in person through the rolling terrain of the Ardennes Forest near Luxembourg, but this year the country's ministry opted to organize a remote event, which has been going on since April. Participants are paid $20.
Wow,
and,
$20.
Yeah, $20 to cover the shipping.
$20.
But it's to handle the shipping, and you put your name on there, and you get your award, and you have you have freaking.
Oh, I thought you got $20.
No.
I'm like, I'm about to go for a ruck.
You pay $20. No, you pay $20 for shipping and handling of the award that you're going to get. Otherwise, you don't get the fucking award. So, anyways, the policy change just happened suddenly, and officials at Human Resources are quickly intervene. What is it with the swans, man? How about? Let's put it this way. How about HRC fix IPS-A? How about that? How about
you don't even want to have my thing on that.
Yeah.
I was nice when they came on, but I was like, I'll believe this when it happens.
Yeah, exactly that.
I went to Dimehurst training.
Yeah, exactly. So here's Dennis Christensen, of HRC official, posted in the Mill Suite popular S1net, said that it's come to our attention that International March of Decret hosted by Luxembourg is being held virtually, which goes against Army policy. Let me get this straight. So the ACFT promotion boards, what else has been happening virtually? Fucking meetings. How the hell how all of a sudden this is not conducted virtually? When we have virtually is you go in and you record some stuff like that. Anyways, further research showed that this event, as well as the Holland 4-day events, are charging fees for their events. These awards cannot be worn. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights have been. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. For over 1,000 generations, for several generations, this is how you did it. Everyone always paid for their shoots and shits or their fucking badge of service proficiency when it came for our host nation stuff. You got to kick in a couple of Deutschmarks. I'm sorry, I'm fucking dating myself. A couple of fucking euros to do some of these events, and you also have some of these. How do I? You damn right. I'm not a fucking Jedi. Every single Jedi is an enemy of the fucking Republic, Henry. Did you fucking know? Fuck, everybody knows. That everybody knows that you have to pay a little bit. Everybody that has done this. When I was stationed overseas, every veteran that has been stationed to with U.S. Army Europe knows. They know this. They know that you got to pay. You got to kick in some coin and all this other stuff. Now, here we go. Fucking this HRC dude, Mr. Dennis Christensen, decided to say, hey, no, only those foreign badges or award and recognition of military activities conducted by military department of the host country are authorized for acceptance and permanent wear. Man, this dude is picking pepper out of fly shit.
He must have not got a badge.
I was about to say
he must have tried.
He had to have had it. He had to have had a fucking. Maybe he didn't get invited to a shoots and shits. Maybe he didn't get. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Well, like when we did our German badge, we did it at SLC because at the chem school there are German soldiers there. There's a German colonel and all this stuff. We have anyway because they send their German soldiers to chem schools too. So that's how we got to do it without being in Germany. Is the German colonel came out and did it with
You know what's funny though? But you know what's funny is that the Army awards you certificates, medals, and badges, right?
Right.
And you get a badge, right? Don't you got to pay for your own badge to put it on your uniform? Don't you got to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't you have? If they give you a certificate, don't you got to pay for a ribbon rack to do your chest salad? Don't you have to pay for shit like that? So isn't it the same dynamic?
I've had to pay for everything I got on my uniform.
Right.
And, I get a clothing allowance.
So why is he cracking down on the shoots and shits? Or why is he saying this stuff? You pay for this. Well, I have to pay to sew the shit on. I have to pay to get a medal put it on my fucking chest salad. If I need some extra airborne wings, the legs, I got to put my shit on, right? I got to pay for it.
Yes, absolutely. So that's what you're paying for. You're not paying to be awarded.
Right. You're paying it because
badge
exactly.
or whatever. You're just like buying it to put it on, buying the actual piece of hardware, I guess is the way to say it.
So it's not clear how HRC's interpretation of the fee will impact long-standing events for the Norwegian Foot March or foreign parachutist wings that have required charitable donations for food or toys or either. Let me say that again. So I brought a toy for Operation Toy Drop, which every year USASOC and USAKPOC conduct this jump, right? And then you provide a toy. I had to buy a toy to do this participation. They were going to charity. So what's the difference? Henry, I'm not mocking him. I'm just, if he wants to go literal to the facts, I'm going literal with his facts. It's not mocking him. I got my German badge. I got El Salvadorian. I got German wings, El Salvadorian wings. I got the shoots and shits. I got the fucking perf service badge and all that shit.
And guess what? I bet you bought all the badges.
I had to have.
I guess you bought all the ones that you get from the NDSM.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Because I fucking pay. So I had to donate a toy. I had to have a during Operation Toy Drop. I provided a toy. All of its sergeants, all my Transformers or GI Joes that I gave to the kids, or stuffed animals. You get a choice, bring a toy for a boy or a girl. I always bought Transformers or I always bought GI Joes, and then I'll bring like Rainbow Bright. Well, do they still make Rainbow Bright? But I'm just saying. So it's funny that what are you going to say to other things? I just think I think Mr. Christensen has got some. I think he's got some badge issues.
He didn't make something that he tried out for. That's the only explanation I can come up with. Because that's not like why else do you decide all of a sudden something that like I said, I earned mine in 2009, and I know it's been going on way before that. This is what you're focused on today. You ain't got nothing else going on up there in the G1,
right? Right, exactly.
Nothing going on up there. Everybody's promotions are going great. Everything's fine, kosher. Yeah. You're worried about this. I want exactly that. Recruiter Tramp's got it right. I want my money back for all the FRG shit that I paid for it that I didn't get enough chicken. I love chicken. Everybody who knows me, I chicken wings, chicken bowls, fried chicken. I fucking eat the fuck out of some chicken. And when someone says there's going to be some chicken on the menu and I pay my fucking $5 for it, and it's going to families and it's going to this, I want my fucking chicken. So there's been times where I've been short of some chicken. So does that mean that also what else? Cup and flower fund. I want to think about all the things I've paid for that I probably shouldn't have had.
Yeah, exactly. So now Mr. Christensen's going to do that. How about the recruiters paid? Oh, exactly that. See, Recruiter Times is right on my. Must be reading some of my other notes. The recruiters getting paid. There's like special pays that are not happening with service members now. Isn't that nuts?
Oh yeah, but we're worried about pretty badges. Can't have too much bling.
What if Henry's fired up, and everybody's like fired up with Henry. So, or they're fired up at Henry. So if I had to pay for an iMidget and did 120 miles, and I get my own crown, I can't wear it now. So that's what I'm saying, Doc. It's like fucking. It's they don't. You can't even do it. You can't even pay for it. You're not even authorized. Yeah, you can't have it.
I just read that. I didn't know that's how you spelled that.
Nine
Megan thing.
Yeah,
nine Megans.
I've had people.
I always used to say it 9 Megans. Like there's 9 Megans coming. Where are they coming from? Who named all their kids Megan? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So Henry says, what if we focus on the fact that after 20 years of war, we blame Biden for making good on the treaty Trump made with Al Qaeda? Damn, dude. Is that where you get your news from? That shit's like, we've all made fucking strange bedfellows with our former enemies. Holy shit. You don't fucking think that shit's not happening behind closed doors with other enemies? And it wasn't Al Qaeda, it was the Taliban. I mean, really, when you kind of think about it, maybe if you really want to get into the deets, Henry, and talk about making do with Trump's negotiations, I'll just say that the administration fell short of following with the plan. How about that? Because I could just say the same thing. When were we going to stay? Who was going to negotiate with the Taliban at the time? Was it going to be Biden? Was he going to even show up to the fucking place to do this? To even have those negotiations? I anytime it says, well, Trump, as soon as I hear, well, Trump, when the motherfucker's been getting drama from the moment he said he was running to now, as opposed to not knowing that there was, I don't know, Obama, and
all right. I mean, like
so there's other presidents, yeah.
Like
there was
way
other,
before Biden and Trump were ever thought about.
Exactly. So that's why I kind of don't fuck with. And Biden just even being in a year, he fucked up the withdrawal big time. We all know that, but holy shit. I kind of like what I like about this is that no, everyone can take the blame, but nobody's taking the blame. They want to blame one person. I want to know all them motherfucking generals and lieutenant colonels and commanders that were in charge of all those task forces that said, life is good. We're turning the corner. It's over the horizon. Shit's going great. The Afghans love us.
Just need a surge. Oh, wait. Let's do that again.
Wait. Surge? How many surges do we have?
Know. Oh, let's keep the soldiers over there for 15 months.
Yeah,
well, 9 months now.
Yeah. Man.
Just a clusterfuck.
It was a clusterfuck, yeah. So that's why I mean, Slava Ukraini. I that's why I don't mind sending some cash to Ukraine and some equipment. Some of the equipment we were even using anyways. Now it would have been nice to have some of the.
We're not at war no more. Let them.
Yeah,
have
let them have it.
It's cool.
Yeah,
we can't go.
We want to have a drawdown of equipment, and we have all this shit to PM. What are you complaining about?
We can give them our badges. They can wear those over there. We can't wear.
We can't wear our badges anymore. Yeah, fucking A. What else will we give the Ukrainians? HIMARS and fucking Humvee. Dude, y'all bitching about PMCSing in the fucking motor pool anyways. We're just lighting the load.
All right, that's one less thing for y'all got to take care of.
But no.
Give them the S3 tent too.
We'll give them the S3 tent, exactly. Did you see on fucking the main page, bro? Oh my god. Do you remember Mission Accomplished when basically was nothing accomplished? Yeah.
Yeah. Who did that? Oh yeah, that was Bush.
That was W. Mission's good. We're good to go. We're turning the corner. Fuck Al Qaeda. Anyways, yeah, fucking A. Yeah. So what? So every fucking president. Here's what pisses me off about the discourse about the military, because that was going to be my next topic, anyways. The discussion of having soldiers for props and standing in locations. There's like, isn't there kind of like a role? Like the way I see it is, for instance, when a president goes and visits soldiers in a combat zone, he is acting in the role of commander in chief. It's not, the soldiers aren't fucking props. They're his soldiers because he's the commander in chief during war, right? Since we want to fucking roll that. But back here at home, or for campaigns and shit, and for fucking political speeches, or having aneurysms on TV or speaking incoherently, you shouldn't have soldiers being there as your prop at that point. You know what I mean? But what pisses me off is that as soon as fucking the Obey, what was it, Grandmaster Snoke, when he looked like fucking the Rise of the Jedi, whatever fucking Star Wars movie was, where Snoke.
I don't know this.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Well, he was that dude. Well, anyways, he was a Snoke. He was that old crusty dude that had those guys dressed in red, and he was like in a red throne room, right? And so how come we always got to keep going back to the, well, Trump did it. Well, Bush did it. Well, so-and-so did it. Well, so-and-so did it. Motherfucker, if you say he's the commander-in-chief and he's making a political speech, stop. There are so many fucking people that like to go back and say, so-and-so did this, so-and-so did that, and it wasn't within their duties when, I guess, they even had pundits fucking saying that. Retired generals that say, hey, it wasn't a good look. They're calling General Hertling a fucking sellout for saying that.
I didn't watch the speech. That's just absolutely not. I don't want to, can I just get transcripts afterwards? Because I don't want to listen to anybody talk like that. I just don't. I'll read it. All right. But that being said, I saw enough of the pictures. I'm like, what is this? It's
right.
like, it looked like a production more than just a speech, I guess.
Right.
That's the only thing I got out of it. And
right.
I went and, just read the highlights of it afterwards because that is not a this president thing. That's all of them. I don't want to hear the words coming out of your mouth. I really don't.
Right. It is. It's all of them do it. It's all of them that do it. But again, if you look at the capacity, like when W visited 1st Armored Division in Baghdad, poor guys, they give him a fucking PT jacket with a 180 patch for Thanksgiving. And he comes out and is like, and he comes out all fucking, and all the soldiers are all fucking happy and shit like that. Well, he is in a combat zone. Is he not supposed to be visiting fucking troops? How many times have people complained about D. Treasy not visiting troops? When I haven't seen, has this president visited troops, support the troops, and all sorts of shit? And so when we were
not that I think of.
Well, Josiah, I didn't watch the speech. I was too busy enjoying myself at San Antonio. You damn right. San Antonio.
It was a good time down in San Antonio.
Fuck, I know. Made lots of new friends. Did some networking. Me and Dr. Ed tore up the town.
Oh, I'm still mad I missed out on the town tearing with you and Doc.
I don't even know what time we got home. I don't. We were fucking around just tearing it up. I don't want to say we were inebriated or something like that, but all I remember was that it was just fun. It was just fun. We were out there, just doing, two retired soft NCOs just out there doing shit. You know what I mean, and getting into trouble. but getting away with it, I guess you would say. I mean, hey, yeah. So it was just like it was great. It was great reminiscing. Went back to some of our old stomping grounds and we were laughing and shit. It was fun. It was fun stuff. So. Yeah, so we're definitely going to go back to San Antonio for other stuffs as well. Or
we could go to Killeen.
As a matter of fact, there was another event. There was another event people were talking about in Killeen. You might do go to Killeen though. I mean, it's Killeen, but I got to make sure my concealed carry is up to date and to make sure that I might just drive for that one because I got Freedom devices, and it's Killeen.
I think you can rent them here.
Okay, I was about to say I felt safer. It felt safer because I had, me and Dr. Ed, we could handle ourselves, but just running around and everybody, yeah. But why is it always Texas? I don't know.
It's Texas' best, or I don't know.
Everything's big in Texas. Don't mess with Texas. All this other stuff.
Yes.
I cracked a joke on Twitter saying that. They can't make a Predator movie in Uvalde because the Predator actually fights people who fights back. So Josiah back at Hood instead of saying back at Bragg. Oh, yeah.
Anything's better than back at Bragg, and I cannot believe that we made it 50 minutes into the show without that being said.
Back at Bragg. So, anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So let's go back to the award stuff. Let's go back. Well, we finished the awards because I think Henry's busy. I think Henry is making all the comments and side comments that I'm saying, so I don't have to talk about the awards anymore. Apparently, I'm deflecting or not, getting my point across. Even though you and I go back and forth with each other a mile a minute, you guys are just listening.
Right. Yeah, you guys are just listening to us have a conversation.
Exactly. But we will comment on some of them. The optics. There have been several senior leaders, and there's been a multi-signature leader saying stop using the troops. That's also written by Task and Purpose to stop using the troops as props for your political stuff. It's like we support the troops. You got to stop. Somebody has to stop the fucking break the cycle. Break the cycle of that bullshit where a candidate or a president uses fucking troops. Now, again, in the capacity of commander in chief when he's deployed or when they're deployed overseas in a war zone. Yeah. Exactly.
Or even like when they would visit at hospitals and stuff like that. That's
Right.
still like
That's still-
not a prop. That's
That's not a
what
prop.
a commander in chief should do.
Exactly.
You guys, if it was your soldier in the hospital, you're gonna go check on them, right?
Right.
So that's cool. But what you're saying is like stop. Like, does anybody even listen to any politician when they say support the troops and all this now? It's just hollow and it means nothing anymore. Like everybody says that. Or if you vote against something, you don't support the troops. No, I just don't support spending money on that. So, yeah, it doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
Yeah, it come on, we get told we don't support the troops or we hate vets too.
All right.
I mean, so come on.
I mean, they've been telling me that while I was a troop.
Exactly. When I was in disguise.
No, I don't support myself, damn it.
Yeah,
Where's
exactly.
my paycheck?
When I was in disguise before I went public, I remember those phone calls I used to get. You hate vets.
Oh, yeah.
I was fucking, man, bitch, if I fucking, you knew who the fuck I was, where was that? I'd fucking,
Right?
I wanted to come across the camera and it's like, look.
Like, how many times we get accused of stolen valor?
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Us
Oh,
doing
my-
this podcast, we're getting, like,
Oh,
banged
my God.
on it. It's such
Oh,
stolen
but-
valor here.
Oh, man, I remember that one time we got busted for, well, we got busted. We busted out somebody for saying we were stolen valor, and everyone in the chats who knew we were fucking rolling.
Right?
Exactly.
Like, come on, guys.
Fuck yeah, guys, knock it off.
Stolen valor, sergeant first class rank, and a GED.
But you got detachment first, aren't you? Oh, you've been freaking deployed and shit. And no, you just making up all these stories about Korea.
Right?
But
oh, boy.
So Dylan says that the Army's kind of tits up. Well, is it the Army or is it society? Is it the product that's coming into the Army or is it the leadership? I will say this on the top end, what we're seeing, and you see it on U.S. Army WTF Moments, on the main page, on the timeline, and all of our platforms, Instagram and Twitter, you do see exactly that. You see how your Army is. Raw data. We used to just like post stories about stuff like that, and people would call bullshit or whatever. I kind of like the way the Army has provided us evidence to post on, so that way we don't have to write long-ass posts. It's great. All we have to do now is just post a screenshot of your leader saying something or an email saying something.
Or a picture of something happening.
Yeah, or a picture of something happening. People are like, no, that's not true. And then soldiers, okay, now leaders are still going after soldiers for sending shit to us. Like, dude, what'd you expect? It fucking happened. It's not like we're making shit up. It really fucking happened. Like the last one you saw, there was a post about DTS. There was a staff sergeant that called his DTS NCO and said that he didn't deploy or it needed to be fucking activated. And he calls up his NCO, or that calls up the DTS shop. He's going drill sergeant school, and he says, "I'm at drill school, and I tried using my GTC, and it didn't work. I already called and had it activated. Is there anything else I could do or you could do to help me out?" And the guy, who's obviously the DTS manager and GTC fucking whatever, says, "I'm on leave." And
all right,
and everyone's fucking pissed off. And you and I have been three-shot. We three-shot peeps. You know the deal. If you were calling me, you probably didn't know I was on leave. But if you're calling me saying, I'm at drill school and I just tried using my GTC and it didn't work, I already called and had it activated. Okay, did you not go through your checklist to find out that you should have probably did that before you went TDY? Or did you just like realize in the error of your text? I tried using my GTC and it didn't work. I already called and had it activated. Why would you send a text out? Why would you reach out to the DTS manager? Just these are a little bit better. I like it how now it was hard and made it meant hard how you could save a country, but now it's basic and chum. What does that mean? Basic and chum?
Oh, but sorry about that. But yeah, I understand the DTS manager being on leave, but he should not be the single point of failure. It should be like call, this office, this, there should be a plan in place if that person's on leave. But yes, I don't think that they should be bothered with that on leave, because I am all about do not bother anybody on leave. Again, if he's on leave, he can't probably do anything from wherever he's at on leave, but it shouldn't have just been like, I'm on leave.
Well, he should have said, hey, bro, hey, bro, I'm on leave. You did good. Oh, you're good. You know what I mean? That's reciprocal. Because you never know. This probably could be the first time the staff sergeant probably ever went TDY before.
Definitely.
Especially
if he's going to drill sergeant school, that means he's a young staff sergeant.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he probably's like, oh well, I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure the staff sergeant, after he texted it and then we posted it, probably said, oh shit, I just realized I just WTF'd myself. You know what I mean? At that point. But also, do we have all of the texts? Yes, we do. Normally what we do is we go through and text. We go through it, and some of the text context of text messages that we get, we just filter out because it would be a long. We don't want a multi-screenshot of fucking whatever.
Right. You guys don't want to read like 7 pages.
Yeah,
of text.
exactly. You guys complain about post the text. Oh, I call bullshit. Let me see text, and then we provide the text.
All right, now bullshit. I don't want to read 7 pages of text. Just give me the bottom line up front.
Yeah, I'm not busting on Gary, by the way. So I'm just for an example. That's it. So we did. It was checked out, and it was an accurate text. But again, I mean, come on, we've been in the 3 together. We know the fucking deal. We would have been like, next time, dude, just fucking say, hey, I'm on leave, bro. No, you're good to go, and end it. No need to continue the drama because this guy, you know what it's like being out there on your own, depending on your unit. That person decides to call and is needs you. Recruiter Time says, I want to read them all.
Okay, well then Recruiter Times could be responsible for reading like 17 pages of text and giving us like a 1-sentence summary.
Yeah. So 25 depleted uranium says that the DTS manager can call Citibank and they'll turn on the card on the spot. It's not that difficult. I counter with, had that individual, there's a school checklist that comes with going to drill sergeant school, that one of the points, it's part of the checklist that says what? Ensure all your travel DTS codes or whatever are fucking accurate with your orders. Mm-hmm. That's always right there. So if this had been like a jump to your ass type of thing. So, but again, is that the Army fucking up, or is that the individual operator fucking up? And we always have plenty of examples.
Well, DTS is fucked anyway, so that's exactly the Army part. But this particular instance right here is user error. right,
exactly. You're just like, oh shit. Another thing too that we've seen is that the mold in the barracks. You guys are seeing we're back on mold. U.S. Army WTF Moments is bringing back the mold task force. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Mold, baby. Love me some government mold. That's going to be awesome. So now,
that is a mission we're never going to get accomplished.
We're never going to get accomplished, but damn it. Yeah, every time the last time we did a government fucking mold a task force, it sort of kind of brought it to the attention and had some family members. We even had some family members that went on the news and then came on right after they went on the news to talk to us. And now it's like, oh, well, I guess we got to bring them shits back. Talking to you, Fort Bragg. And Fort Stewart, and Fort Hood, and Fort Polk. So there's not just Fort Bragg. The Fort Bragg thing, though, is out of fucking control. There's plenty of individuals that were involved that everybody fucking knew, and all of a sudden they're. I'm gonna highlight another story towards the end of the show, anyways, to talk about just that specifically with one of the units involved with the barracks drama.
Okay.
The mold war is the next eternity war. Exactly that, Evan. It is the new Infinity War, isn't it? Infinity War with the mold. So, have I been stationed at Camp Lejeune? No, but I've had dealings with Camp Lejeune. How about that? I've had personal, not professional stuff. I've been to Camp Lejeune, but
I have not.
Yeah. So, anywho, we can take a break so that way Henry can cool down. And fucking, smoke them if you got them. Maybe take a couple.
Definitely smoke them if you got them, please.
Yeah, please, Henry. At least take a couple shots or something like that. Slow your roll, man. We ain't your enemy. We like busting balls too. So we'll be right back, and freaking shots. See you in a sec.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
Nothing feels the same. Let it all be
shake it off. Can't feel the bass when I'm talking to you.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
And we're back. Man. Yeah. All right. So, back from our break. So, what was he saying? What were we saying with the so's and the so's?
Well, real quick, it's September 8th, 2022. I don't think we got to that.
Oh, I think, did we?
We just went like full speed ahead.
I think I did cover that, though. I think I did say. Hang on.
I might have missed
I think,
Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know how to do this job.
Shit,
anymore.
I've had people fucking tell me that I said the wrong year before, so I remember we've had fans that are like, Ken, what the fuck are you saying, dude? We're not in 2019 or something like that.
It is September 8th, 1977.
Yeah,
there we go.
Exactly that. Broadcasting live from the Function Veteran Center of Excellence this 8 September. How about that? There we go. There we go. So real quick, I got two stories to talk about. One's kind of personal to me. That'll be discussed in a few minutes. But another one is kind of like hitting home and getting people butthurt with the force. So our favorite General Brunson out of I-Corps. If you guys don't know who it looks like, he's this individual right here. I communicate with him a lot online, and he was quoted in an article saying specifically that the Army's recruiting troubles stem from Americans not being fit to serve or simply not interested in the service. And his comments run contrary to what the Secretary of the Army and the Service Chiefs of Staff stated earlier this year when outlining efforts to combat this year's poor recruitment numbers. I
forgot what the big wigs said about the recruiting numbers, but as someone who is around all of the recruiting target market and see recruiters every day, General Brunson, or is it Brunson?
It's Brunson. Yeah.
Is correct. It's simple as that. So he's the one that's right.
So everyone got mad because it's like Gen Z. Gen Z may not be physically capable of service with their brittle bones not prepared for the strain of boot camp. Now he's right. He's right.
I don't know about the brittle bones and everything. No, I'm more on the.
Yeah, right before I got out, I was assisting some members of some basic trainings, and I worked alongside a friend of mine who was working this, and he was the commander over in Fort Sill. And part of it was some brittle bone work and some research. I got all the stats and all this stuff, but it was revealing to know that due to the fact that our generation, the newer generation coming in, their target generation, they want to get, they have had they've had issues. They sit more on the couch. They don't go outside. They don't go. You know what I mean? And their physicalities contribute to the injuries that are sustained in basic training. It's a long slideshow and stats that I could post up, but I don't want to bore everybody with specific stats of bullshit that, you know what I mean. I don't want anybody to.
All right.
To go. But
well, let me tell you this: you can make stats look however the way you want to. And do I believe that there's more injuries and everything in basic training? Absolutely. But a lot of that I believe is that these kids are smarter to no, I'm not going to just suck this up. Tell me what's wrong with my ankle. Fix it or let me out. They're smarter than we were. We were told to suck it up. We did. And our bodies paid for it. So I think I mean, think about how many people you probably knew in basic that got hurt. I know I rolled my ankle. I was like, oh, no. I don't want to get recycled. I don't want to do this. I don't want to. Yeah, I just sucked it up and, ate Motrin. But so I do think it's a sum of both. And I also think that the more than, saying they're fat bodies or this, that, or whatever, because trust me, that's not all of them. I'm like, there are still sports teams full of every, athletic type of kid you can imagine. Oh man, I think that just brings it to they don't want to. That is simply it.
No,
they
and
don't want to.
Exactly. Well, some of it too, and I've had some people say that, well, WTF Moments doesn't help by posting shit. Like they don't have. It's like we have shit that we post that's coming from the force. We don't edit it. We don't edit any of it. It's raw data coming from the WTF Nation. So there is a lot of, and also depends on how people's eating habits are, how their physical attributes are. Like for instance, D-Max. D-Max is right there. D-Max's niece is a boss. At her age, she graduated Sapper School, is getting ready to go to Ranger School. No physical, no drama with that. But I think she was already a physical soldier to begin with. She was already physical when she enlisted. So a lot of it is some of those stats of what. God, I wish it. Matter of fact, let me look at the. Now I'm kicking myself in the ass here. I want to find out because what I don't want to do is I don't want to lead the nation astray. But working on this stuff that I had in individuals, working this stuff, it's been pretty heated, and a lot of it has dealt with how we have had our leaders ignoring some of the ailments or some of the issues that our soldiers are dealing with. A lot of it, like for instance, we posted earlier, and I said something too, that some leaders would rather have you cancel a fucking appointment for you to attend a damn rotation, or won't send you back and say that's an elected surgery when they should be sending you back. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So we're not going to frickin' And Doc Dredd, his daughter's playing football in high school. So go ahead.
Again, no, I said I see these kids all the time. I work with the target age that recruiters want to talk to, and it's not just the athletics or this, that, or whatever. They read. They know what goes on. They know about, especially in Texas, they know about Vanessa Guillen. They know all this stuff. They don't read about the good stuff because that doesn't get published everywhere. They know all the bad stuff. I think that has more to do with it than them playing video games. That, and they also, so many of them have parents that did this.
Yeah. Oh no. That's a good point. The name of it's called osteopenia, which is a low bone density, and so that's what it's called. That's what some of the stats and studies that I was part of. This is way back in the day when we posted this, and so I should post slides and stuff like that. But this is not what it's all about.
No,
you guys run away from slides.
We don't do slides.
We don't do slides.
No. No slides.
So my point being is there's a societal thing. There's a recruiting. It's all encompassing. You can't really specifically blame one as all encompassing, but is a major factor is what General Brunson said was that some challenges we have are obesity, pre-existing medical conditions. We have behavioral health problems. We have criminality, people with felonies, and we have drug use. This is not an Army problem. This is an American problem. Now, everyone got mad about him saying that shit.
Oh, that's true.
But it's all true, yeah.
The only thing's but it's all true.
So are we gonna go? We're gonna slam a GO for posting for saying something like that he's seen from the force, from his own eyes. That's counter to what the Secretary of the Army or the Chief of Staff of the Army is saying. I know everybody's like whatever. They do have that. What was that? That Army Future Soldiers Preparatory Course. That Davis Winky went through that stuff from the Army Times.
Yeah, the Army Times.
Yeah.
Journalist.
Yeah, and so Recruiter Times says that how about the kids that can't pass a 10th grade level test to even get in? That too.
No.
That too.
And again, I see that too, but it's just Okay.
What you were gonna say? Something?
I don't know how. I'm trying to say this with like to be correct about it. A lot of this kids, and I'm not going to reveal size, but yes, I can show you data for this too if you'd like. I will do it, but I'm not going to put it on the show. A lot of the kids that are still interested in joining the military are usually from a lower socioeconomic, background. And they, in general, do not do as well on any kind of standardized test. It's, I don't want to say it's a fact. It's just that that's what the numbers show.
Right.
So they're not going to do as good on the ASVAB or any other standardized test.
Now, do you think it's? I mean, you're in that realm of academics. What is it? Is it by state? Is there like a state percentage? Is it like difference between students that are being schooled at home or being in class? What's the?
Oh yeah, no, you can definitely. I'm sure every other state does this, but like if you go on, like y'all know I live in Texas. If you go on Texas Education Institute's website, it has like every standardized test that kids in Texas have taken, including the ASVAB. They do publish something to do with that. It's not as detailed as it is for the other tests, but it's broken down how people score by age, by race, by what is it? I know they do it age, race. Oh, and whether the school is a district of innovation, basically is it a poor district or not a poor district? Like, do most of the kids live in, rich housings in this area or poor apartments or, so it is based on that too. And hey, it's just showing that, basically the poorer you are, the worse you do on standardized tests. In general, obviously, there are people that are dirt poor that are geniuses, and there are people that are rich that are dumbasses.
But is it like? Because I mean, like I said, I come from humble beginnings, and I got family members that are just crushing it. I just had a family member recently inducted to the Warrant Officer Association. He got into their little thing. So, but yeah, I do have warrant officers in my family. That's why. How do you think I know all your dirt?
He knows the chief stuff.
Yeah.
This guy inside.
I got the insider scoop on the chiefness. What about gender? Has that broken down by gender? Gender?
It is broken down by gender. I have not looked and read into that part of it, so I can tell you if women or men do better. I take a wild guess, but I'm not going to.
You're going to piss off the audience already, saying that girls are smarter than girls and boys are smart, or girls are smarter than boys, and yada yada yada. Yeah. Okay.
But yes, it is broken down how they score based on sex too.
Okay, well, I'm just curious. I mean, I know some of that stuff is out of the box thing. Though doesn't political polarization also play a part? Not so much damn GOP, but civilians. Look at how the government fucks us over and over again.
Yes.
And the potential recruits don't want any part of that. Yes, sports bar. That's correct. That is a big fact right there. That people outside the bubble. You know what? I'll tell you. This is what I've said this before, and you and I have had those conversations. If our childrens want to join the military, we will discuss options. But I'm not overly throwing the let's go HUA, go Army strong. You know what I mean? Army of one. I'm not like go. You should go in the military. You should go in the military. If they said, Dad, I want to join Space Force or something like that. Okay, cool. Let's go Space Force. And then you're going to do an officer, and this is how you do it. And I would show the disparity. Show the gap. This is how much you get paid if you're an officer. This is how much you get paid if you're enlisted. This is how much you would do if you were an officer, as opposed to you doing something enlisted. I would say right now that a lot of veterans just going through what they're going through the VA would not tell their soldiers and they were actually probably discourage their soldiers from enlisting, or their soldiers, their family members. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Right. And other than, the patriotism is not here anymore. Going back to what the sports bar said, and that's like how political polarization plays a part. We are not a patriotic country anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody is like,
nope.
Oh, I want to serve my country. This is why I'm joining.
Right.
That does not happen anymore. If it does, I'm sorry, I'm wrong, but that's not an overwhelming sense of pride in our country. Our country is split in half. And you can't be proud of something that only half of people are proud of. That's the way they see it.
I've always looked at it like this: is that I have had I've had it off and on. My VA experience hasn't been bad. You know what I mean? I've had friends who their VA experience has not been bad either. I've also had friends that have had their VA experience be completely 100% a fucking train wreck. And it's sad to see them go through this. And I don't blame them when they're pissed off. I don't blame them when veterans have said something about, hey, I want you to join because this is the shit that I went through. And that's what pisses me off the most about how I see, like you said, also not being patriot. I mean, it sucks when you're on social media because social media is fucking bad for kids anyways. It could be good, but it also could be bad. When there's people online saying that this country sucks or this country is not a country to be proud of. I fucking hate that because where I have come from and where, some of my family members that are in the chats right now, that where they have come from, they are proud to be fucking American and for their own reasons of why. And I don't understand then why you shouldn't be proud of this country when you have the fucking freedoms that you have that other countries dream. Other countries cling on to C-17s and fall off of them to escape. They want those fucking freedoms. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Anyway, so what was I going to say? Last thing. Oh, hey, real quick. I'm just going to do a real quick freaking, housekeeping. We don't have any housekeeping going on. Reason why is because all of our tech is getting updated. All of our guest calendar is getting updated. So all this shit that's happening right now is freaking a mess. So we're not gonna have any stuff. And also there's another event that's happening at the end of October that I might send CQ on. It's a military influencers conference that's happening. And I'm like, whew, yeah. So, anyways, last thing I want to talk about. So housekeeping's done. We can all that. Make sure you share, like, and follow. We're on five streaming platforms: live, Twitter, Twitch, 2 Facebook pages at US Army, WTFalmost.com, and WTF Nation Radio, WTF Nation Radio's YouTube, and of course, the website. We also have our own Discord. I think I covered it all. Did we cover them all? Yeah, we did.
I think you got it.
I think I got it. Okay, so
I think you got it.
So this is something that's personal. I don't like usually I don't like it throwing my personal shit up in the air, but a lot of individuals. This is something personal to me because I have served with this individual who was killed in action. And his name is Staff Sergeant Michael A. Dickinson, who was a member of 9th PSYOP Battalion, and he was a PSYOP NCO. He was killed in Iraq. Devastating the PSYOP community due to the fact that we were pretty tight. The PSYOP regiment is pretty small. It is real small. As a matter of fact, we have a small component in the active force, and we have a small component in the reserve force. So even though we have it split, which that's a long fucking history in itself. My biggest thing is that our lineage, the psychological operations regiment, has been around, I would say, in its tactics, techniques, and procedures for almost over 100 years. It was mostly NCO run, and has actually a lot of history connected to the MACV organizations and the clandestine operations in Vietnam and even in the OSS. Now, our Special Forces brethren will argue that. They'll say, no, that's not us. I think it's time to say that I'm pretty pissed off at one of my former organizations, 1st Special Forces Command. And the reason why I say this is because after Mike Dickinson was killed in action, a mock-up, an airborne mock-up training facility was dedicated in his honor. Mm-hmm. This right here is what we have to mark our culture, our lineage, our representation of our fallen. You go to any installation that has a specific graphic or a memorial headstone or whatever, and you go and pay respects. The 82nd Airborne Division has it. The 101st has it. 3rd Infantry Division has it. Even when they deactivated, they picked up some of their memorials and moved it to the other installation. Very sacred, right? Yes. You would think. So on Fort Bragg, right off of PSYOP War Lane, it used to be called PSYOPS Lane, there's the airborne mock-up facility in the name of Staff Sergeant Michael A. Dickinson. Well, I just got notified that and it's really hard for me to talk because I've been on the phone all day. Very emotional. These are wounds that have been reopened again, and I got a bone to pick. And I, right before the show, emailed the entire First Special Forces Command. I emailed them entirely. Anything that had an email address and a SOCOM.mil, it went right there to it. I emailed it 10 minutes prior to the show. So right now, members of this First Special Forces Command, your email should be going off and your BlackBerry should be going off right now, because I just blasted the entire command. I didn't really blast them. I actually responded to an email that was just happened to go in my inbox, and it was from the CSM of First Special Forces Command. And so, teammates, is what the email says. We are seeking your input as we finalize the plans for a memorial at First Special Forces Command headquarters. The intent is to build a memorial that celebrates our lineage, our fallen, and commemorates those who have served and will serve in our ranks. Okay, not bad. The new Special Forces Command Memorial will be located next to the headquarters building. The existing grass will be replaced with artificial turf to create a multi-purpose field for ceremonies and events. At the edge of the field. The attached are drafts that were created by blank. I won't blast this individual out. And please share your formations and provide input. No later than 15th of September. Well, I got this in my inbox. I figured a retired NCO like me, I got to make my suspense. You know what I'm saying, Spanky? Mm-hmm. First Special Service Force and POW flags on a singular wall with the list of names of all KIA by order and date. Incorporate the lineage and campaign streamer with pictures attached, not specific to SF, PSYOP, or CA, and memorial stones from Afghanistan. There are 12 total. Thank you for all that you do for your soldiers and all your families every day. I look forward to your input. Well, your humble podcaster, broadcaster, your host, I responded. Hell yeah. Because I'm a member of the PSYOP regiment, right? Aren't you? You know that. I can't stop blabbing about my speaker monkeys.
Right.
I like my speaker monkeys. Let me go ahead and show you what this is. So mind you, yeah, they asked, yeah. They asked, right? Exactly. They asked for input. So I respond. And I CC the entire command. Happy to find this email.
You didn't CC me.
Well, I didn't see you, right? But I did tell.
Asked, though.
I did tell the boss. I did tell my compadre, the main, that the WTF Nation Empire, that this is what I was planning on doing. And I just, again, personal, been dealing on the phone. So I respond, greetings CSM, is happy to find this email in my inbox. Retired PSYOP Sergeant Major here, providing input with some observations. I'm sure you're aware of the memorial currently at the proposed site, named for a fallen PSYOP NCO, Staff Sergeant Michael A. Dickinson. The site for this new memorial proposal is a mock-up facility already in use and is known throughout Fort Bragg. I'm going to go ahead and throw that picture up there. Let me show you guys what it looks like. That's what the proposed thing. So the mock-up facility is going to be, I guess, either torn down or whatever. I don't know. But I'm just saying this is what the proposed plan is. I also brought up to the attention that there's a memorial wall at US SOCOM and USASOC that has the name that already honors our fallen. Mm-hmm. That includes the fallen of PSYOP and, PSYOP personnel that have fallen under USASOC, right? So that's all, everybody encompassing U.S. Army Special Operations Command. But I also asked the question, is this a replacement, and will this include all the fallen of the PSYOP and CA regiments from the active and the reserve component? Are there plans to rebuild a new mock-up facility and a rededication? And the thing that pisses me off the most, and I'm being emotional here, has the Gold Star spouse, Staff Sergeant Dickinson's widow, have been given the heads up of the proposed site and the explanation of why. Army Regulation 11-3 speaks specifically to Army memorials and all that, so I'm pretty sure the PSYOP regiment's going to go through that. So this could be an emotional event, of course, without transparency, and it's critical to ensure that all policies and procedures are followed due to the sensitivity around removing an established memorial. And I also feel that it's refreshing that the command is taking input from the force, and hopefully with no retribution. Win the mine, win the day. That's all I got to say about that. So I just want to let that out, get that off my chest, because as I'm speaking right now, my DMs, my email, my phones, for some reason it's all going off. And I'll be honest with you, this is something that I know. I mean, I've served with Mike before. This is what you damn right.
Well, I just want to touch on that. The part I do agree about is like they are, soliciting the opinions of, everybody that it'll affect. Hopefully, at least the force, and hopefully they are reaching out to the people that it'll affect as well. I don't like the idea. I can just tell you that right now. Like, you already have one. Like, why are you doing another one? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't pass the even like common sense does. I get if you want bigger and better, but that's not the only way to honor those that have passed. It doesn't have to be bigger and better. I don't like the idea of redoing it, if that makes sense. Well, again, there's more to the story. This is something that I felt like I had to break off. Absolutely. And I'll be honest with you. To me, it's very disheartening to know that this went out through chains of command of input. I want to make sure that these NCOs that are providing input are not getting fucking shot in the face for providing input and providing that detail. I don't think they will, because they asked it in a public enough forum that they wouldn't want the backlash of, having any kind of retribution on somebody that doesn't have the same opinion as them, because they literally asked for opinion. Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly that, Spanky. And that's my detail right there. My detail there is the plan had to go up somewhere, and exactly that. Thanks, Logan. The plan had to go up. This has been common knowledge throughout the command, and I really doubt, because this is a surprise to everybody, that I think members of the PSYOP regiment leadership would have been like, "Whoa, wait a minute, what the fuck's going on here?" No pun intended. Well, maybe they did, and that's why they're asking. For who knows? Back. Hey, I replied to the email. I'm just glad that I got the email, so I got to reply to it. Got to throw my sauce in there. Hell, I just might show up to the PSYOP regimental dinner in November time frame, or at least go hang out with the PSYOP regiment. It's been a while since I've been back at Bragg, so. I guess I have to plan a trip to supervise this. Yeah, I was about to say you need to come out and hang out. We need to do an LPD again. We haven't done those in a while since COVID. Right. So. COVID messed up a lot. Anywho, so that's what grinds my gears. Yeah, that's what grinds my gears. So. Well, since it's like, your gears are grinded, and it looks like from our comments, a lot of other people's are too. So I guess my task to you is there a way that our listeners that probably have something to do or some kind of connection to this, from the comments that they have, a way for them to make their opinions known too, like the ones that didn't get that email then, or maybe retired, or, moved on to the civilian life, and somehow are not getting emails from the PSYOP Sergeant Major dude. Well, he's the Special Forces. See, that's the thing. And let me give you a little backstory about 1st Special Forces Command and its construction, its construct. If you were to take the softness out of 1st Special Forces Command and just made it a regular Army unit, it would be the largest division size element with the equivalent of 11 BCTs. That's how big 1st Special Forces Command is, which goes back against the traits of unconventional warfare and SOP. I'm proud of my SOP brothers, and I'm telling you what, as I've spoken to some of my GB friends, I talked to them too about this today, and they said themselves that it's fucked up. I honestly, the way I feel is that this is, and I was telling this to a fellow Green Beret. I'm not a Green Beret, but a Green Beret colleague, I should say. I'm a PSYOP guy, so I can't say that. Stolen valor. I did bring up the situation, and I'm just like, am I fucking wrong here, dude? And I called another one, and the other one was more passionate than me about it, but he's like, what the fuck, dude? That's like, the low line, the level, the serving on the line Green Berets are, that I've gotten feedback from, because I made sure, again, that, hey, is this cool to send this out? Am I going to fucking whatever? And they said, fuck yeah, dude, this is bullshit. You're fucking right. It's always the colonels and above.
It's always, I mean, there's a couple of group commanders, SF group commanders that I know that have known me while they're, while they were, lower rank Green Berets. But for some reason, once they get to those fucking staff positions, I don't know what the fuck it is. PSYOP has been the abused stepchildren of SOF, to include civil affairs, to include the PSYOP reserve component, have been the most biggest. If there's a fucking multi-series Netflix special on how fucking PSYOP has been and CA has been treated in active and reserves, it would win fucking Emmy Awards by fucking Netflix. Amazon, we would be raw. As a matter of fact, I think we should do that. I was involved in some of the planning, and I was involved. That's one thing about, I was telling my friends too, my GB friend. That's what pays about being old. You get to remember shit. You remember shit that happened. You remember history. And it just fucking pisses me off that, okay, look, enough is a fucking enough. Guys, you guys don't know that currently PSYOP is trying to get their own level of, I guess you would say, their own, because the SFAB has a distinctive unit insignia. They have the brown beret. Airborne has what? The maroon beret, right? PSYOP.
I think so. I think I remember them having something special, those airborne people.
If you look at the bottom of Mike Dickinson's plaque, you'll see a gray beret. The gray beret is something that the PSYOP soldiers. I, as an old school PSYOPer, I guess you would say, I'm an olden, I guess. I'm one of the olds, I guess you'd say. But the newer generation proposed to me. I sat in a brief where PSYOP soldiers told me this is why they feel that they need a gray beret, which I looked at it and I'm like, holy shit, okay, this is important. This is important to the regiment. As a matter of fact, my PSYOP retirement ceremony, I told the kids, this is your regiment, not mine. When I retire, it's your regiment. But you could call me back for some TTPs. You could call me back for some NCO mentorship. You could call me back for whatever PSYOP stuff we used to do in the past. Hell, use me for a fucking, for nitpicking some stuff and work. My work, as a matter of fact, there's some of my former soldiers in the chats right now that I've worked with that have mentored me. Not only mentored me in the ways of the Force on the dark side when it comes to social media exploitation, fuck. To me, the way I see it is like it's a win-win. That's the way associations are supposed to work. That's the way culture is supposed to work. It's funny because in the soft community, unconventional warfare, we praise the symbols. We use the symbols of our target audience and ensure that we don't disrespect them. Everybody knows when you see a Green Beret, they're noted by what? Their distinctive unit insignia or their unit or what they have.
Right.
Everybody knows that a Special Forces soldier is a Green Beret. What does that say? He's an individual who is an expert in language, expert in his region. Now you see that. You know that you're getting the same thing. PSYOP and CA soldiers have the same thing. They have a selection, just like SF does. They have a method of the way they do their tasks, just like SF does. They're just as specialized, and their training is probably just as long, not counting, of course, an 18 Delta, which is the medical sergeant, or Doc Dredd, who's been in every fucking soft medical school. I think Doc Dredd's almost got a PhD in fucking NCO medical stuff at his time in Ranger Regiment. But we learn about culture. It's our culture. So when a soldier brief to me about the gray beret and how significant it was to them, we look back at our culture of our profession of arms. If you look at, we used to have on our collar what? Branch insignia, right?
Right.
We used to have emblems of who we are and what we identify as. Every single piece of special operations, I guess you would say, lore or special operations training always goes back to our indigenous approach. Our indigenous approach is to deal with the G's, right? We have to respect their cultures. They know us by this. They know UW by what we wear and who we are. I think I've never heard any Special Forces soldier complain about, especially up to date now, of how our PSYOP soldiers operate with them. As a matter of fact, there is a very great relationship with a lot of our special forces brethren and sisters, I guess you'd say. And so there's PSYOP everywhere you look. If there's a special forces guy that's been in the news, there's probably a PSYOPer or a CA person right there with them. Except special forces has those special forces, and they got a fucking song, "Fighting Soldiers from the Sky." Fighting men, I'm sorry. Which they should call it. They should change it now, right? Because I might as well just say that you might as well just fucking campaign since we're going to this new evolution. Why don't we just have, special, why don't we just change the Special Forces ballad, the Green Beret ballad, instead of Fighting Men from the Sky or Fighting Men, Jump and Die or whatever. It should be called Fighting Soldiers from the Sky.
One step at a time.
Yeah. Okay, so you want me to work on my Green Beret, my Gray Beret stuff first?
Yes.
Okay, guys.
Yes, we can't do it all.
Yeah, well, we can't.
But yes, we got to focus in on one mission.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, but I guess my question with that is how everybody else was requesting uniform changes on the 2808 or whatever form it is.
2829.
Everybody filled one of those out. So
yeah, exactly.
Want Gray Berets for us.
Yeah, exactly that. And that's another thing too is that
put it in writing. I'm telling you,
there's
like
nothing
ranting and all that doesn't work.
It doesn't
Putting
stop
it in writing does.
I don't know, man. I will say as soon as the SVABs came out with a sort of kind of looking Green Beret, fucking the Green Beret Association, the Special Forces Association, the Force, they went out in force and said, "Hey, change your fucking colors because that's not you."
No, completely understand. But like I said, the ranting gets attention. The putting it in writing is what really gets changes.
Correct. And that's the thing too. I've assisted my fellow PSYOP personnel, friends, family, and former soldiers to engage this. To yes. Hey, this is the way we need to do it. This is what needs to happen. And look, hey, I'm sorry. When I got that email from the CSM from 1st Special Forces Command, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna put some input on it, and I'm gonna reply all. You know what I mean? See, the way I see it is that, and again, I keep going back to the Gray Beret. This is what the kids want, and I'm speaking this from a retired point of view. But my thing is that to me, artifacts matter. You know what I mean? Artifacts matter to us. They matter to special forces. They matter to civil affairs. So to me, when someone says, "Oh, yeah, you know what I'm talking about," it's like, hey, look, dude, they signal our belonging to what we are, of our heritage. Did you guys saw that fucking video, that Psywar recruiting video that made everybody freak the fuck out? That made everybody
that was cool.
Shit. Everyone was like, "Oh, damn! Like, what the hell?" The more you strip away the artifacts of what an organization or a regiment is, like armor, cavalry, infantry, you lose its identity. Then you have the force looking at this place saying, "Why am I fucking here?"
Exactly. And then just going back, just to wrap that up with what we were talking about was recruiting. If you can't show your pride, how is anybody else going to learn to have pride in something? Like, why would they want to join? Why would they? Like, oh, well, I can get paid the same just going to PMCS my Humvee. Like, why do I want to go do this?
Right.
It's because of the pride that, Special Forces, PSYOPs, Green Berets, all those people have in, their unit.
Right.
And that people see that and like, oh, I want that.
Right, exactly. Look and look at this. Look again, going back to what I was saying. I mean, I know I'm a nerd / academic / I get in the weeds with a lot of freaking academia. I mean, like when you and I were doing our LPDs before COVID hit and we were talking to units and used to get mad because I would sit back and talk to people by themselves. They're like, "Dude, we got to go, man. What the fuck you doing? It's time for you to leave." I wanted to make sure that, we had those types of discussions. It's hard. And like I said, I got some of the discussions about about culture. That's us. You know what I mean? That's just us. It's a matter of fact. Everyone says, "Well, how come the Psywar plan, or how come the information war is losing?" I'll tell you what, right fucking now. We need to remove ourselves from 1st Special Forces Command. That's our first step. And then after that, everything will fall into place. We have some very talented PSYOPers out there that would fucking oh my God, it's scary wicked. And I sit back and going back what I was saying, Mike Dickinson was that young blood that was in the PSYOP regiment that wanted to have change. He was not great. Nobody's perfect either. I'm going to say we all have made decisions to where did we do something right when we were a PSYOPer, when we were downrange? Did we do something right when we weren't doing something? You know what I mean? Everybody does that. It's like we have our own internal. But the Army struggles so much with its culture because senior leaders have done everything to destroy branch-centric cultural artifacts. I mean, just think about this. It's like on the collar, like I said, I go back with the collar with branch insignia. For all ranks. It kind of helped everybody know who you were talking to and what expertise that you have. Now, we've gone to a fucking on the rank, no fucking identifying of who the fuck we were. You know, it really fucking pisses me off because we are a heavy influencing, involved in other cultures branch. There's no way to fucking do it. Exactly that, Pookie. Meme Sue. I have another, how do I say this? Nom de guerre. Another, an alternate personality. Meme Sue. I throw memes up and throw some wisdom in there with some psyop and some little memery in there. Our branch, the PSYOP branch, the Civil Affairs branch, the Special Forces branch, because I'm not shitting on those other tribes, but we all are invested in what's involved in unconventional warfare and our processes. So the culture is a learned experience and result from a group experience.
Right.
It comes from repeated success in solving a certain set of problems, right? So it leads to a learned response, which has an assumed set of behaviors. Cultures have subcultures. So in SOF, you have a subculture of SF, civil affairs, psychological operations. It's like tankers. I'm taking this from a friend who quoted this one or somebody that I know. I mean, he's not a friend, but it's just somebody I saw. A subculture of armor is different than the subculture of infantry. You have different from the aviation or artillery or engineers. Heavy and light unit differ. For generations, we've used official and unofficial artifacts to signal which subculture we belong to. Think about it. Tanker boots. That's a subculture of tanks, right? Jump boots.
Absolutely.
Yeah, jump boots, right? Airborne.
Yes, there you go. That's what I was trying to think. I'm like, what are those other people that wear special boots?
Yeah, red and white, red and white fucking flags for what? Cav.
Yeah, orange for signal. Everybody
signal, right.
has something that says this is us.
Or fucking, or even fucking what's the damn Stetsons, right? We have Stetsons.
Yes.
Fucking same thing. Ranger rolling, the fucking Ranger patrol cap, air assault badge, sewing on top of it, or above the parachuter's badge. Big red 1, non-subdued on your fucking uniform. Those are fucking important pieces of subculture, right? So official artifacts, they're just as important. Take the branch insignia on the collar. The Army has divided branches since its creation. They're signified, codified, and color-coded. And then, of course, we fucking had the whole ACU drama. Or exactly that, or Spurs.
Yep.
So is it one thing that pisses me off? It's like the warrant officer branch, too. They had their Eagle Rising shit. Everybody knew what a warrant officer if they had the fucking Eagle Rising or chicken with scrambled eggs is what I heard.
Right.
And that was stolen. Now they have to wear their branch insignia. And now we started treating them like baby commissioned officers. We started dividing them into company grades.
Right, and they're supposed to be our technical experts. Right. They're not supposed to have to deal with that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
That's for the other officers.
Exactly that. That's why.
Let them get smarter about how to fix my truck or whatever, whatever their specialty is.
We get told in PSYOP that we're of one of the originals. We are one of the ones that are there. General Badet, I got to attend a graduation for the PSYOP qualification course and said, "This is the time to bag on your SF brothers about this." Senior leaders love to play the fucking lip service when it comes to culture, but then they have systematically tried to stamp out cultural artifacts of our service. So they stole fucking berets from special units and gave one to everybody. They outlawed fly suits because they couldn't stand fucking pilots looking like they fly aircraft. They nixed air crew patches and they dumped the fucking PT uniform for reflective Nike trash, whatever. You know what I mean? So the answer's always been at the expense of culture and then filling the cultural hole with bullshit. Now we're back to this fucking this uniform that we have of the pinks and greens.
Right. I think this all started with that whole army of one. Like we were all supposed to look the same, be the same. Exactly. And I think, okay, so when they got rid of that saying, they probably realize like these far-reaching, things that, old civilian up in G1 probably didn't get to wear a badge.
Right.
And don't want anybody else looking special
exactly.
or looking different. So it's that kind of mindset that's like, oh no, we all need a beret, like Shinseki did. And
what sucks is that Shinseki retired with his fucking service cap on. He wasn't wearing the black beret when he retired.
Right. So, like I said, let us be unique. I mean, we have to all learn our specialties, our jobs, like y'all want me to be an expert on this. I want you to be an expert on that. Why would it be hard? Like, you would have a CBRN wear like that CBRN thing. So you would know, we're chemically attacked. That person knows what you're doing.
Exactly.
It's the same. Okay. That's the guy that knows PSYOP shit.
Well,
this is the guy that knows this.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing too, is that I laugh when somebody says we have these new pinks and greens, and that signifies, the new and going back to our history and all that stuff. Do you know why the greens are created? And this is some like old school lore that I heard a platoon sergeant tell me. He said that the reason why is because that was we had a segregated army. That was the uniform of the segregated army, the pinks and greens. That's why they came out with the new ugly 70s version. You know what I mean? So, right. But again, I just want to say to me that artifacts to me matter. They signal our belonging within a culture and a subculture. The more you strip away the artifacts, the more you have to work in to fill in the cultural gaps that you left behind. And then you end up with a fake, force-fed attempt at culture that no one fucking buys. So when you talk about the soft imperatives and also the bullshit, humans are more important than hardware, you're not even allowing the humans to create their own culture, especially when we are a craft that deals in culture. So I just fucking just pisses me the fuck off. So I'll be honest with you, senior leaders have ignored our actual cultural landscape for fucking unofficial and artificial artifacts. It just sucks to see special operations go down this fucking way, and it just fucking I'm just done. I'm just fucking done. So I wasn't really considering blasting this out, the email out, or what I have to say. But I want to say is this: for Mike Dickinson, I'm going to fight this. I'm going to fight this to the end. I'm going to fight this until, as a matter, if I have to have. I mean, again, I told you what email I sent out to the Sergeant Major. I told you what the Sergeant Major sent out, and right before I went on the show, I blasted out the entire 1st Special Forces Command. Their fucking my response. So I want you guys.
Now you have beef. I have beef with y'all too. Just so you know, we come as a pair.
Yeah, exactly. We got beef
as a pair. So
with that,
I'm also fighting for this. For you.
So this is not over. This is not over. Now everyone says, "Oh, this is not being approved, and this is not happening just yet. These are in plans." And the way I see it, fuckers, why would you even come up to the discussion to begin with? Isn't there already another portion of the installation where you could do a special forces fucking thing? So, ma'am, Glory, hey, you're killing me, man. She's in the comments. Glory Grace Dickinson is in the comments. It sucks that I had to find out this by other means today as his widow. 1st Special Forces Command should have informed me and his family. I'm sorry, Glory Grace.
I'm sorry, too. I know that doesn't mean anything coming from me, but I am.
So with that, we love you. The PSYOP Regiment loves you, Glory Grace. And thank you so much for listening. I apologize for being emotional about this, but I served with Mike. Me and him were at Alpha Company 9 PSYOP Battalion together, and all of us knew Mikey. So thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to share, like, and follow. We're on 2 Facebook pages, U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. We're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, and we're also on Twitch. So if you guys want to jump in there and make your comments and all that stuff, I've said what I said, and we are going to fight this. I'm going to fight this, and this is something that the PSYOP Regimental Association needs to fight. And this is something that I think might be an oversight, but I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt, and I don't want to fucking hear anything else. So again, what else? Tomorrow, well, there's Friday Night Freedom. We got Friday Night Freedom going on, and with Kaz and Pooks. Don't forget to go on WTFNationRadio.com, see our Discord chat, see all the other posts. Right now, currently, we're going through some more technical updates. We're trying to find out some more stuff, so you might be seeing me in a different looking different because there's going to be more tech updates and more framework updates. So with that, thank you guys so much, and glory grace. I'm honored. I'm honored that you are in the chats. And again, this is from the bottom of my heart. We at WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments, we have your back. So again, you guys have a good night, and shots.
Shots.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.